It's your host, Red. I got a video today from Austin Holloman. He's one of the bigger Passport Bros faces, I guess, that represents Passport Bro. He did a video of why he is disassociating himself from the Passport Bro label. So I wanted to go over this and just, have some discussion about it. So please like and subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate that. And let's get to that chow. It's chow time.
Now, why do I decide to? We got 272 people here already. Why do I decide to disassociate myself with from the Passport Bros? And I got surprised for y'all when I get back to Thailand, which I'll be in Thailand like very, very soon. Groups are responsible for each other's actions, and nobody can control anybody.
Yeah.
Why? What do I mean by that? Make sure y'all give the live stream a like if you have not already. But why do I say that everybody, Passport Bros is kind of like it's a football team, right? If one person is playing wrong, the whole team looks bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Let me turn off the chat. So if one person is playing wrong, the whole team looks bad. And the leader, which I never claimed to be, but the so-called leader or the football coach, if the team loses, that falls on him because he's the leader.
Yeah.
And I say that because you got some dudes in the DR and people that are trying to become content creators in Pattaya and these other sex worker hotspots of the world. And they're getting online and they are filming. And I've said this before. A lot of these dudes are promoting sex workers and telling you that they're regular women.
Yeah.
And a lot of y'all are being fooled. Seriously. A lot of y'all are being fooled. Y'all think that these dudes got these fit, feminine, submissive women, and they're paying for them.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes it hard whenever you got American women or other critics that come through and say that we're going over here paying for sex workers. When, to be honest, there's a few of y'all that are claiming Passport Bros.
Yeah.
And I did not start Passport Bros. Let me make sure that's clear. There are a few of y'all that are claiming Passport Bros that are going overseas strictly just to pay.
Yeah.
And hey, that's fine. You can do that. But I'm not doing that. And actually, back in January, Zoda Barber told me something. He said that he doesn't claim that because, and I knew this made sense when he said it, because it lumps everybody all in one thing. It lumps everybody so if he does something or if I do something, we all get thrown in the same umbrella. And there's a lot of stuff that you guys are doing that I don't even think about doing.
I agree.
There's a lot of clowns joining and claiming the whole Passport Bro label, and they're doing clown shit.
Yep.
They have no home training when they go overseas. A lot of y'all have no home.
I mean, it's just like that one video of the guy that went to DR and needed Cash App $100 for him to get back home and stuff like that. Those are the Ray Rays and the Pookies that are seeing what's happening with the Passport Bros movement and wanting to join in.
Training at all. And y'all go to these other countries and you're going to end up getting killed, acting a fool, thinking you can talk shit about the people, thinking that you can be aggressive with people in areas that you really don't know where you at.
This is true.
The governments are run completely different in most countries, especially over here in Asia. In South and Central America, those are democracies just like America. They might be corrupt, but they're still democracies. But here in Asia, you have monarchies. They're constitutional monarchies, from my understanding, but that's still a monarchy.
Yeah, Cambodia has a king and queen still, but they don't really have any power. It's the prime minister that carries most of the power, but we still have a king and queen.
You have communism. And yeah, no, that's not flying in those societies. A lot of the ways y'all behave is not flying that way. And believe it or not, I may talk a lot. I may say a lot of crazy stuff when I'm responding to people. I don't just talk like that all the time. Anybody that knows me personally knows I just don't sit around and just. I'm talking about something that happened in particular. If you hear me badmouthing somebody, uh, I just know how to act. Let's just say that
This is true.
I know how to act overseas.
This is where that modesty comes in when we talk to women. You know, men need it too when we go to other countries. You need to understand this is not your country. This is not something that you're well versed in. So you need to walk around very cautiously.
But I do not promote sex work. And if you think I do, go find a video where I told you guys to go somewhere and pay for sex. Go find a video of me saying that.
This is true.
But there's a large number of dudes that promote it. And even when I tell dudes, hey, don't go over there and pay for sex, I've told, I can find it myself. I don't feel like looking for it, but I can find it. I've told dudes several times, don't go pay for sex workers overseas and enjoy regular women. And you can't complain about women in the States and then just go pay for sex. You
Correct.
need to actually enjoy that experience that you may not be experiencing back home. That's what I did. The stuff that I brag about when I was dating overseas is stuff that wasn't that easily attainable in the States. The experience that I couldn't really get that easy in the States.
Mm-hmm.
But my solution wasn't to go over there and pay, but do what you want. I don't give a damn. I really don't care what you do. But it's just whenever they lump me in that same umbrella, I'm not going with that. I don't sleep with sex workers. I really don't. Guys, if that was the case, I went to the Philippines. I didn't sleep with anybody. That Vietnam, it's no. I can go without. I don't want to pay. I really don't. I don't like to. Somebody says, sounds like you do care. Let me read a couple of these comments. Yeah, if you don't speak the language in a lot of these places, you will end up paying at some point.
I mean, that was some interesting chow. It reminds me of The Godfather and how The Godfather spoke that he never associated himself with Red Pill on the Manosphere because he couldn't control it. There were people in those spaces that claimed those labels that did things he did things that he disagreed with or did not feel was great to his brand. I get it. But I also hate the individualisticness of society now, that we don't belong to groups. I'm just my own person and I do my own thing. I don't associate myself with these particular people, and it divides society even more to be more individualistic. That's the problem I have with this. Not that it's a bad thing, it's just like I see it going that way because there's more individualistic people. Where before I feel like being a solid community actually builds better and shows better results at the end. That's just from my personal opinion. I mean, this is social media, people hating on passport bros, all this stuff is just growing at such a rate that we don't know where it's heading really, and how media always wants to push the negative, especially for men. And for men to, I feel like this is like healing over and dying. That's why I have a bit of an issue with this. It's like, oh, well, because they hate on passport bros and passport bro this and that, I don't want to be passport bro anymore because I don't want to associate, because I don't want to get flack for it. And I don't know, it sounds like being a little bit of a bitch, just in my opinion. So please like and subscribe down below. I appreciate that, and I'll catch you guys next time. It's chow time.